All right, so your part two is going to be to take a picture of the interior or the exterior of your house. Now, what I want you to be thinking about is perspective. So I want you to be looking at your house or an interior space and find an interesting position to take the photo at. And a lot of times that would be at an angle. So not just taking the picture straight on, which we oftentimes kind of think of doing. You want to maybe like get it at an angle or step further back. So when you're doing that, first I would find a space in your house that you find interesting, maybe perhaps with a window or some sort of, space that you're interested in working with, and do that. And then from there, you're going to take a picture. And after you take a picture, if you'd like to edit it and add your own flair, you can do that. Now, by this, I mean, let's say you take a picture of the interior of your bedroom and your bedroom isn't exactly as you've dreamed it to be for yourself. What you could do is you could add, if you love basketball, a basketball hoop on the wall. Maybe you want to put some sort of a painting that you didn't envision. Maybe you make one of the walls, the entire thing, some sort of graffiti that you would envision doing. So it can be anything of those sorts, but you can add your own imagery to it. So in some ways, it's like becoming an interior designer, designing the interior space, but you're only allowed to use those three colors. Now, I want you to use an image because it's best to draw over it and have the dimensions of the space that way. Okay. So you're going to be using that 4 to 5 color scheme you created and nothing more to color in your image. If you draw black lines around the objects, you can drop color into the sections. So that way there, it's easier to add color to it. So as I go through this, you guys can see here's that dog, here's the color scheme below that they used, and then here's the picture of their bedroom. Now, lights would be fun. I mean, these ones aren't super jazzed up. I would love to see you add some of your own, vision to it. I mean, I would certainly, if I was you, I would love to do like a graffiti wall or like put my name in lights above the bed or, just add your own flair to it once you've got the basic elements of it down. Now, this is a mandala, and I did allow you guys to do this if you did this during the remote time. I know that some of you guys had me during that time, and you might have done this again, but this mandala is not what I want you guys to do. I want you to focus on this. I kept it in there for an example of using the color schemes, but I don't want you to do this. I want you to stick with an interior space such as this, okay? So like this painting on the wall there of the flowers, maybe perhaps you want to kind of add that in there. Or maybe out the window there's no trees, but you add in some evergreen trees, okay? Or maybe that plant wasn't there at all. I'm having students do a lot of plants and whatnot. So maybe you want to design your own living space, like design your own playroom, your ultimate playroom. So you take a picture of the room that you use to, play your video games or whatever kind of things that you're interested in. And then you add some different variations so that it makes it your own. Okay. Now you can notice that this picture was taken at an angle. It makes it a lot more interesting than if we just took a flat on picture of your couch. This gives us a little more dimension to the room, a little more space. It kind of gives us some more perspective, okay? And that's what we're looking for. So don't do the mandala. There's the example, but don't do that. Do something like this. Now this needs some pizzazz. I mean, this is a macaroni and cheese kitchen. It definitely needs some pizzazz. I mean, I would put noodles on the ceiling, like a graffiti noodles on the ceiling. Why the heck not? So definitely please add your own flair to things, bring in some elements of your own. Remember to take the picture at an angle. You can trace over the picture with no problem whatsoever, and then go in and drop your colors where you'd like to use them. Great job. I can't wait to see what you create.